Hi, I'm Mirka, and I blog at All Baby Advice. And today I'm hosting Argos Baby and Nursery Google Plus Hangout. Today I've got fellow bloggers, Laura from Side Street Style, Friffa from Tiger Lily Quinn, and Susan from Susan Cayman with me. And we'll be discussing the top products we use with our children when we go traveling, we take on holidays. And if you have any questions, just leave them in a comment below and we'll get back to that at the end. So I'll start with the products that I've chosen. I've got two children. My younger one, Olivia, is 2 years, and the product that I've chosen is the car seat protector, as you can see here. That's the front. Okay. Why did I choose this? We all know how car seats can get very messy, so this can protect the children car seat. Baby, I think it's useful from 1 month onwards. It can be inserted in the car seat, and this bit can be taken out. So if there are any leakages, you can just take it out, wash it. It's machine washable at 30 degrees. Dry and use it again, and your car seat is all ready to be used again. I also like it. It's very light, compact, so again suitable for traveling. You can just put it in your handbag. As you can see, it's really tiny. The second product I've chosen is from Trunky, and it's called Booster Pack. It's suitable for children from 4 to 12 years, and it's, as you can see, it's a backpack and a booster seat in one. It's quite light. It has 8 liters capacity. And what I really like about this is not only it is a booster seat, which feels quite sturdy, your little one can have all they need in here. It's quite big. There are 2 little pockets for storage. And they can carry everything on their back. You don't have to worry about putting their stuff in your hand luggage. Do you have any questions about these? Have you seen these before?
Mirka, how heavy is the Trunky booster seat? I mean, is it quite heavy for a toddler to carry, or do you think a toddler would be quite happy carrying it?
Oh, definitely, yeah. Well, it's as I see now, it's very light, so it really depends how much stuff you put in it.
And how many toys do you think you could get in it? Just all their favorite things, little bits and bobs.
From 4 years, so it's I've got a 7-year-old, so if I think about my daughter, what she would put in, she would put in her little teddy bear. She would put in some books, coloring in books, her leap pad, and even change of clothes. It's quite big. It's quite deep. It might not look, but it is quite deep.
And obviously, it's hand luggage acceptable?
It is. It has been hand luggage approved. Yes, it has. And it comes in green and pink. But I'm not a massive fan of pink, so I went for the green one for my daughter.
That's a really great idea. I've not seen one of these before. That's a brilliant idea.
It is. It's fantastic. Yeah. Another great idea from Trunky.
Yeah. Yeah, Trunky have a lot of good travelling products.
They do, and they're all brilliant. Okay, if you don't have any other questions, I'm going to hand over to Friffa from Tiger Lily Quinn, who I think will be talking about the VTech Innotab Baby.
Yeah, so I have the Innotab 2 Baby. So it looks like this. And it is suitable for years 1 to 9. It already includes some games, 3 games, some built-in songs, and a camera, and a fun camera game on that too. It's perfect for a smaller age range. We already have a tablet, which is one that we use for the whole family. But what I really liked about this was it's really age appropriate. So I know that anything on here will be safe for him. Whereas, you know, if he was going to use our family tablet, he might just, you know, go on one of our apps or go on Facebook or something. So it's really good to know that everything on there will be child friendly, and obviously you can monitor what things you download anyway. You can add extra games, extra songs. You can add audiobooks on there too, so that's really good. We travel quite a lot by train, so we used this recently when we were traveling to one of his grandparents' house, and he really got on with it. Another thing that I thought was really good about it is we only have one child, he's 2, but if you had more, then it's got multi-user options. So it's aged 1 to 9. So the games that, you know, obviously a 2-year-old might want to play, a 9-year-old probably wouldn't. So you can have multi-option users. So you can store different games on different users, and then they would have age-appropriate games as well. It's really easy to set up. You could set up almost, you know, within 5-10 minutes of receiving it, of buying it. Another good thing about it was that it takes batteries. So sometimes we've been in a situation where we've forgotten to charge up our actual tablet, and then, well, it's usually me that does that, but we go on a journey and I realise I have like 2% battery. So it's quite good that you can have 2% charge, sorry. So it's quite good that you can have batteries, because you know that if it does run out on your journey, you can just add batteries if there isn't a plug available. So I really like that, and it's small enough to just carry in your bag, and it is really child-friendly, as in it's not going to break if you drop it. It's got an added case anyway, but it's really sturdy and plastic, so you're not going to worry about them, you know, chucking it around too much. Yeah, so that's the baby tablet.
Is there a limit how many apps you can add on it?
Well, it's got 2 gigabytes of memory, but you can also add more memory. You can add more storage. So you could fit quite a lot on for 2 gigs, I think, anyway. But you can also add more to that. So you probably end up with quite a lot on there before you fill it up.
Does it have a USB port?
It does, yeah, and so that's how you can download extra games from the VTech website, and then you can just simply transfer them using the USB port.
How much are the games? Is it like games and ebooks and things like that you can?
Yes, you do have to pay for them. We've downloaded a couple, and I think they I'd have to check, but I think they were around like £2, £1.52 something, but it does come, they're quite cheap. I remember thinking, I'll have to double check on the price, but it does come with games already, and the price for the whole tablet is now $59.46, so it's good price in comparison with some of the other ones on the market.
Yeah, because I've always found that a lot of the games are quite expensive to buy.
Yeah.
These tablets, and if you have to buy them for each different one, you know, it does add up. So that's a good price that you can buy them for it.
Yeah, I remember them. I definitely remember them being cheaper than I have seen from a similar tablet. Although, yeah, can't remember off the top of my head the exact price, but yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, and as we talk about holidays, do you have any fantastic holiday tip when you go traveling with children?
Yeah, I would say always bring snacks. Never let a toddler get hungry on a train.
What kind of snacks?
We always keep breadsticks, just things that are, not going to get too messy, but are just really easy to keep in, like Tupperware. But yeah, I've been on one too many journeys when I've not packed enough snacks, and it's just not fun. So yeah, that would be my top tip.
Okay, thank you. And now I'll hand over to Laura from Side Street Style.
Hello. Okay, so I had 2 products. The first one was the Greco Vista Group 2 to 3. So I found this really handy because my son's just outgrown his normal sort of baby seat from infant to 3-year-old, and he's become really uncomfortable on any car journeys, and that was making it a really tedious experience. So with this one, it just means that he has a little bit more space. He feels like he's in a grown-up seat now. And it's really light and robust. This top thing is washable for when he does spill and eat in the back seat. It's got 2 retractable cup holders. So if we are on a long journey, like if we're going down to Cornwall or something like that, and it's going to be 4 or 5 hours, we can put 2 drinks in there and he can sort of look after himself a little bit. Yeah, it's just really light and robust. It's made really well. He's really comfortable in it, and that's the main thing. If he's not comfortable in the car, it's not going to be a pleasant journey whatsoever. Yeah, and then the other item that we got was the trunky, little colourful luggage bag for kids. It's really great. He loves it. As soon as he saw it, he just wanted to ride on it, which is perfect because he's normally riding on our pull-along luggage, which is a bit of a pain. But this comes with this sort of like attachment, so he can sit on this really safely. He holds onto the horns, and I just pull him along. And it can fit in the cabin. It's really light. And with this trunky, we got, it's the fully loaded trunky. So it came with a little saddle bag that goes on top of the trunky, sort of like that. Just adds a little bit of extra comfort, and he's been putting his pens and pencils in there. It also comes with a shoulder bag for him. And this also fits inside of the trunky. So if he wants to keep some toys really secure, he can just put them in here and put them inside of the trunky. And the trunky also has an elastic strap to keep all his clothes in. And then, yeah, it also comes with pencil holders and a little sort of money pocket and all sorts of things children need for when they go traveling. And he just really loves it. It's been very popular.
So has this been luggage approved? Can you have it as a hand luggage?
Yes, you can. Yeah, you can take it on the cabin. It's totally luggage approved.
Fantastic. By the way, all the links to all the products we've been and we will be discussing are on the website, on the page.
How easy does your son find to open the trunky on either side? Because it's got locks on either side, doesn't it?
Yeah, you just lightly push him in. I mean, I help him a bit, but he could open it on his own. But it's pretty secure. Once they're closed, and with the elastic strap, it should pop open. It keeps everything inside. But he can do it himself. It's quite easy.
Can you lock it?
Sorry?
Can you lock it?
Oh, I haven't checked. I'm not sure.
I think I know the answer because we've got the answer. So there is like a little plastic key attached to the strap, and you can lock it.
Okay, that's a good point. I didn't even think of that. I think because he's always with me, and this would probably be with me. It's not like I'd be putting it in a hold, but that's a really good point.
Okay, thank you. And so, any brilliant holiday tip?
Yeah, similar to Fritha, always have water as well, because you can spend loads of money on just buying drinks. Because I know with my son, when he gets thirsty, it can come out of nowhere. He can literally be like, I'm thirsty, and then that's all he'll ask for the next 20 minutes. So lots of drinks, stickers, colouring books, light things that you can carry with you that are going to entertain him. Yeah, and just trying to get them involved in the experience. If you're on the train, playing I Spy, anything like that, just to get them involved in the travel experience.
Okay, thank you. And I'll be handing over to Susan from Susan Cayman. Hi, Susan.
Hello. Hi, I'm Susan, as Mirka said. I blog at Susan Cayman, have done for about 4.5 years or so. And I have 3 children, a boy aged 7, another boy aged 5, and I have a little girl who is 15 months. We've recently been to, mainly we do holidays in the UK. We've been abroad when they were younger, but we haven't been since I've had the 3 of them. We mainly done caravan holidays and also like lodge parks. So travelling in the car is the main way that we are travelling. So for the purpose of this, what we got was for caravan holidays, the especially is I have the Hoodie Packet Bedtime Blackout Blind, which is like a big piece of black fabric. It's waterproof. It comes with its own little package case, which you can pack away. It's light for storage, and it also comes with little stick-on things that allow you to stick it onto the wall or the window. And if you go on holiday anywhere, usually first thing in the morning, it's usually summertime, first thing in the morning, it's really light, about 5 in the morning, and the last thing you want is your children waking up at that time. This is really convenient because it can be cut to size, or you can just stick it over. I've used it in the house a few times. It has the little hooks. It's very well made. It's very sturdy, and it is completely black, as you can see. And you could use it for over the top in the car as well. You could stick it on the car windows if you're travelling and it's really warm. It's heat reflective. The size of it is 200 centimetres width. The drop is 140 centimetres. And as I say, it can be trimmed, but I would say that it wouldn't be a great idea because then you're restricted to the size unless you were going to use it permanently. But it can be folded, and it's also you can wipe it down with a damp cloth. So if there's any moisture in the air or anything, it's not going to be affected by it. The other product I would use when travelling is I've got reins. These are the Safety First reins. They're just your basic reins, which I have a 15-month-old who is basically trying to walk everywhere, and she's still unsteady on her feet. So these are a great idea for keeping her safe because I can hold on to them, and if she can't get away. But not only that, there's the little additional parts which hook onto the reins. If you take off the straps, these hook on, allowing you to add it for a high chair or into any other chair. It means that you can secure it onto a chair if there's no high chairs in the restaurant, or if you're in a caravan like yourselves and you only have dining chairs, you're able to put them on. So it's versatile in that respect, and I'm sure you could probably there's probably other uses for them as well and that, but they're easy, simple to use. Put them over and clip them on at the back. Very good value for money at under £5 each, which I think is very good value for money. I recommend these ones.
Does your daughter feel quite comfortable in them?
Yes, they're not. When I've tried reins on the boys when they were younger, they ended up, very high up around their neck, but these ones stay down around about, across the chest, under the chest and at the back. They do stay down because they are adjustable, and I found it better than the backpacks on this occasion, especially when they're younger, because you feel like you're lifting them up. But these ones allow them to walk fine on their own, but you're still they're still safe with you.
Okay. So Susan, if you could give advice to parents who have never taken their children on holiday and they'll be taking them for the first time this summer, what would it be?
Always take something to entertain them with if you're going in the car or travelling. We have a portable DVD player for the older ones, which is very good. It is worth the investment in that respect because it does keep them entertained on long journeys. Like the other two have said, snacks and drinks are very important because you always need, they're always looking for something, and plan plenty of breaks for stretching legs, and toilet trips really is the main one.
Okay, thank you. Okay, thank you for all the reviews. And do you have any questions about the products, or any more questions? Anyone?
One for Susan quickly about those blackout blinds.
Yeah.
You said it's got things that stick on the window.
Yes.
Does the sticking on bit ever sort of fade away or become less sticky?
Not that I've noticed. They are washable. So they're not exactly good. They're not like the prep pad type. The stick-on ones. They're not like that.
All right.
They seem to. It's not like when I touch them, it's not like there's anything coming off. So, and they're not really sticky.
Yeah.
They seem to work in a way that you can. I don't know. It doesn't seem to be like an adhesive that's on it. So I've used them, taken them off and on numerous times, at least 10 times, and they still stick, and it's still, it's sticking to my hand fine, and I've stuck it to a wall, a window. I've stuck it to the children's bed because I was just trying out. Like yourself, I was a bit concerned that it wouldn't, but I haven't found that. They still seem very sticky, and it doesn't leave anything on your hand, the wall. I'm not really sure. It doesn't explain how it works as such, but it doesn't seem to be an adhesive. So magic, maybe. I don't know. But they are very good, and they're washable if it does get, like hairs and things that do stick to it. And I say I have stuck it on and I've left it on overnight, and I've put them on different things at least 10 times, and it's still sticking to things. So I haven't had any problems with them.
Okay, I've got a few questions from Facebook, so feel free, whoever wants to answer. What do you always take with you on a day out and about with your children?
Snacks.
I always try and take a few toys, some books, always snacks. What else? Yeah, just a menagerie of plastic animals and all sorts of entertainment. Yeah, that you can fit into my bag.
Footballs are a good thing for boys and girls. We all love them.
Okay.
I have there's one soft toy I always pack in particular because if my son ever gets anxious in a new place, if he's got this one toy that is what he has at home all the time, I think it definitely comforts him if he gets a little bit overwhelmed. So maybe something from home in case they do start to experience a little bit of homesickness when they're out and about.
Absolutely, and I would say probably with the little ones, change of clothes, because
yes, definitely.
Okay, the next question: if you're going on a long journey, what do you take with you? Imagine a long car journey. Snacks, water,
stickers, colouring.
Yeah, colouring in book and stickers are really good for train journeys, definitely.
Maybe like one of those magazines with the toys. I tend to not buy them, but then I get it for that because there's like a new toy, and we might take a little scissors to cut out whatever's in it, and if
I can distract them for ages. Yeah.
And one of these like portable DVD players as well. They're very useful.
Yeah, very good. I also take carrier bags just in case there's any travel sickness. I know that's a bit gross, but it's very, very handy, and we've been caught short with that one, and they are handy. But if
she reads in the car, so yeah, I don't usually take books for her.
No, that's one of our issues. If they if they play any of the games consoles, that's usually what ends up happening.
Okay, thank you. There is a question: are those suitcases that you sit on and be wheeled about in airports any good? So I think we know the answer, but
yes, yeah, really good. I mean, I've been having to run up and down a hallway every day with my son while he sits on it and then goes, turn around again. And I think for about a year now, he's been sitting on our wheelie cases, but they're not that comfortable. But it's so useful when you're trying to get from a terminal to another, or even in Paddington train station, there's long walks between platforms. It's really easy because you could take half an hour to do a 5-minute journey, and you just put them on, pull them, saves loads of time and they think it's a lot of fun. So it's good all round.
And the last question, what advice would you give when packing your child's suitcase?
Try and get them involved. I always get my son to try pick even when he was 2, because he has some favorite shirts or favorite shorts or whatever, and if they're not there, it might cause upset later on. So obviously I do the main packing, but I get him to pick 1 or 2 things so he's involved with the travel experience from the beginning.
Yeah, I think involvement's really important, isn't it? And just to explain where you're going and talk it through while you're packing, and yeah.
Yeah. I think babies and toddlers don't like unexpected surprises sometimes. So yeah, talking it through, like Fritha said, is a really good idea.
Excellent. Okay, thank you very much for all your reviews and all your fabulous tips. And if you have any more questions, you can leave them in a box below, and we'll get back to them later. Thank you. Bye.
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 Bye.